Chapter 409. He will be devoured by the demonic emperor's power and desires, and his personality will change greatly, becoming a temperamental and bloodthirsty person. The man in the raincoat sighed. He had seen more than one descendant of the demonic emperor bloodline, and all of them were people who had harmed the world. Although they had all been killed in the end, the sins they had committed were far too great. Xiao Jinghong heard him and immediately drew his sword. He was about to commit suicide, but Zhou Xuanji stopped him. "Are you an idiot?" Zhou Xuanji glared at him and cursed. "I don't want to make things difficult for you." Xiao Jinghong bitterly smiled. He understood Zhou Xuanji. Although Zhou Xuanji had the heart to save the world, he was more loyal to his friends. Between the common people and the people around him, Zhou Xuanji would definitely choose the latter. The man in the raincoat advised, "Don't take any chances. The demonic emperor bloodline is extremely dangerous." Zhou Xuanji snorted coldly and said, "The human heart is more powerful than power. Humans fall easily and it cannot be covered up with power." Xiao Jinghong fell into deep thought. The man in the raincoat was silent. Zhou Xuanji looked at the man in the woven rush raincoat and asked, "You came to find me for this?" The man in the raincoat shook his head and said, "Marquis and Jixian have disappeared. Xiao Hongjun has found the tomb of great Emperor Wuwang, but his heart has been stolen. Even the Purple Demon Palace has been recognized by someone. Xiao Hongjun is filled with rage and will probably do something extreme." Zhou Xuanji's pupils contracted. Violet Demon Palace? Could it be that Emperor Wuwang's heart was the Violet Demon Monarch's heart? Xiao Jinghong glanced at Zhou Xuanji without leaving any trace. They knew of the Violet Demon Palace, but they did not know of the Violet Demon Monarch's heart. Zhou Xuanji asked in curiosity, "Great Emperor Wuwang's heart? How could it be preserved for so long?" He had heard from Emperor Hanlin that the Violet Demon Monarch's heart was a creation of the heavens and earth. How could it be the heart of great Emperor Wuwang? The man in the woven rush raincoat replied, "That heart did not belong to great Emperor Wuwang himself. It was a creation of the heavens and earth, and its name was the Violet Demon Monarch's heart. Whoever obtained it would have the potential to become a great emperor. After great Emperor Wuwang obtained it, the legend of the Violet Demon Monarch's heart was also erased, and no one knew of it. So that was how it was. No wonder I was able to become a great emperor." Zhou Xuanji came to a realization. The people of the northern wilderness could not become great emperors, so Yang Di could not. The reason why he could do so was because of the transformation of the Violet Demon Monarch's heart. In other words, it was very likely that Xiao Hongjun would find him. Zhou Xuanji put on an act and smiled as he said, "Then help me find out where the Violet Demon Monarch's heart is. With it, can I create another great Emperor Wuwang?" The man in the raincoat was speechless. After a while he finally said, "You really are greedy." Zhou Xuanji's talent was not inferior to great Emperor Wuwang's, and it might even surpass him. After that, the man in the woven rush raincoat left to help Zhou Xuanji find the Violet Demon Monarch's heart. He would never have guessed that the Violet Demon Monarch's heart was in Zhou Xuanji's body. Zhou Xuanji brought Xiao Jinghong to the top of the mountain and gathered all his trusted subordinates. He told them about Xiao Jinghong's awakening. He hoped that their team would be able to remain honest and tell them about the dangers beforehand. As for their trump cards and abilities, they would tell them if they wanted to. If they didn't, it would be a surprise in the future. Everyone was shocked when they found out. Qin Bantian said excitedly, "Brother Xiao, this is incredible. You are actually the inheritor of the demonic emperor bloodline. In the future, you will have a chance to chase after our 10,000-year princes." The little black snake felt incredibly jealous and said, "I also want to awaken. The heavens are unfair." Everyone else also spoke, all of them joking good-naturedly. Of course, there were also people who were pleasantly surprised. The inheritor of the demonic emperor bloodline's talent was not inferior to the 10,000-year princes, and it might even be stronger. Xiao Jinghong felt a warmth in his heart. Meng Tianlang wrapped his arm around his neck and chuckled as he said, "Be careful in the future. I have to follow you wherever you go, or else some evil people might use you and trick you into becoming a demon." Zhou Xuanji had told them many stories, and there were many scenes like this. Xiao Jinghong said grumpily, "I feel like you're more easily tricked." Zhou Xiaoxian hugged Zhou Xuanji and giggled as she said, "Dad, did you let me inherit a special power? Isn't your talent unparalleled in both ancient and modern times?" Zhou Xuanji nodded and said mysteriously, "You know about the Heavenly Emperor, right? He's the master of all gods and is supreme. In actuality, I was the Heavenly Emperor in my previous life, and the constitution I left behind is called the Heavenly Emperor Divine Constitution. It's incredibly domineering, he started to boast, causing Zhou Xiaoshuan's eyes to see stars. Jiang Shui could not help but interrupt him. Don't listen to your dad's boasting. Don't you know how good he is at making up stories? Zhou Xiaoxian did not believe him and snorted, Dad's bloodline must be very powerful. At least it evolved in his generation. A purple radiance flashed in the depth of her eyes. Other than Zhou Xuanji, no one else noticed it. This girl? Zhou Xuanji sighed in his heart, and his pride was written all over his face. Time passed quickly, and it was Zhou Xuanji's 79th birthday. Analyzed that the sword owner has reached 79 years old. Gotcha started. Ding. Congratulations, the sword owner obtained Amethyst, Weiwu Qinghong, Glorious Gold, Demonic Thousand Transformation Sword, Void Instant Kill. Zhou Xuanji opened his eyes. He was not interested in the two legendary swords, but he was curious about the Void Instant Kill. Just the name alone could tell that it was not simple. He immediately inherited the Void Instant Kill. After a while, he opened his eyes and sighed in amazement in his heart. Such a domineering sword technique. Transcending space and targeting the target. He could use his divine sense to lock onto the enemy at a short distance. If his blood landed on the enemy, he could transcend space and kill the enemy. This sword technique could already become a divine ability. He immediately began practicing the Void Instant Kill. It was worth mentioning that after Xiao Jinghong awakened, his talent and cultivation exploded, which made the two 10,000-year princes feel a sense of danger. Zhou Xuanji no longer sent him out on missions just in case. He turned to look at Su Yang. Su Yang was also the reincarnation of a powerful cultivator. Would he surprise him? But this guy was always mischievous. Could he be like Baihao Yisun? After reaching 79 years old, Zhou Xuanji continued to stay at Skyfall, cultivating and teaching disciples in peace. Occasionally, the Heavenly Hall soldiers would come out to commit crimes, but powerful cultivators from other factions could stop them. Not all the people from the Heavenly Hall were powerful. The Heavenly Guards were considered high-ranking among the Heavenly Hall soldiers. Not all the Heavenly Hall soldiers ascended to the Heavenly Hall. There were natives in the upper realm, and they could not be powerful from the moment they landed. After the great calamity in the human realm, Emperor Sword Court's Skyfall net was restored. The disciples continued to accept missions and entered the world to train. Not only them but the other sects also did the same. The northern wilderness region's vitality began to recover. But after the calamity, the human race's population plummeted, and every region was still deserted. It would take at least a decade for the human race to return to its peak. This day, boom, an earth-shattering explosion suddenly sounded out from the east. Even Skyfall trembled because of it. Everyone turned to look. Zhou Xuanji stood at the edge of the cliff and squinted. He could see a gigantic wave that was thousands of meters tall, as though it was going to swallow the mountains. A demonic might shook the ocean. Even though he was far away, he could still sense it. The ocean in the east. A gigantic wave swept toward the land. If one looked down from above, one could see that the waves were connected, forming a gigantic circle. It was as though a giant had stepped on it, creating a huge splash.